kaliisoliiso wa gavumenti okwanjulira eggwanga ng'ayita mu paalamenti emirimu gy'akoze oba emirimu ekitongole kya kaliisoliiso wa gavumenti kyekikoze emirundi 2 buli mwaka, ekitegeeza nti buli myezi 6 kaliisoliiso wa gavumenti akakatibwa okwanjulira eggwanga ng'ayita mu paalamenti emirimu gy'akoze. Era olwaleero tuleese report eya emyezi 12 omukaaga okuva mu July okutuuka mu December omwaka ogwayita ogw'2023 ne 6 okuva mu January okutuuka mu June ey'omwaka guno ogw'2024. Era mu nsonga zetwanjulidde ow'ekitiibwa sipiika wa Parliament tumutegeezezza nti mu myaka gino 12 tusobodde tufunye okwemulugunya oba okuwaaba okuvudde mu bantu kye tuyita complaints okuvudde mu bantu 139 mu myezi 6 egyasooka, ate mujjaddako ne ziba 1,659. Ekitegeeza nti mu mwaka tufunye okwemulugunya kumpi 2,000 okuva mu bantu 2,000 ng'okwemulugunya era nga mulimu n'okukozesa obubi kati we butasasula. Waliwo abantu ba pensioners abaawumula abatasasulibwa ssente zaabwe, mulimu abantu abatafuna misaala gyabwe, abantu abayisibwa obubi ku mirimu. Okwemulugunya okwo kwonna n'abakozi ba gavumenti bakuleeta ewa kaliisoliiso, okubba ssente za gavumenti, ebyo byonna. Era bwe bitutuukako tunoonyereza, era nga tukoze okunoonyereza okusukka mu kwegamba mwaka guno okuwerera ddala nga2,500, ekitegeeza nti tuleese 5 ebyasigalayo mu mwaka guli ne twongerako ku 2,000 ze tufunye omwaka guno, ne tuba nga tunoonyereza ku bintu ku nsonga ezatuleeterwa kumpi 2,500. Ezimu zigwera mu kooti, era ziri mu kooti, abamu ba kooti egubasalira nti gubasinze, ate abalala ne tuteeseza wabweru wa kooti ne tukkaanya nti basasule essente ze baatwala bazizeewo, ate oluusi ne tubawa ne ku bintu byabwe. Kati ebyo byonna bye biri mu ripooti eno. Ssente ze twalagira zikomezebwewo, ebintu by'abantu bye twabowa ebiwerera ddala obuwumbi bungi obwa ssente, ate n'abantu betutwala mu kooti n'abantu naddala ng'aba pension n'abatasasulibwa betulagira nti basasulibwe ssente zaabwe ezibabanjibwa, ezo kumpi obuwumbi 8 obwakozesebwa bwe tulagidde abantu ba pensioni basasulibwe. So emirimu emirala gye tukoze mubeeramu okusomesa abantu, era ndooza omulimu guno tugukoze nnyo. Mubadde muwulira ttiimu zaffe nga ziri ku rediyo, nga ziri ku TV, nga ziri mu bantu, nga tubategeeza nti luno lutalo olw'okulwanyisa obulwanguzi lufuuke lutalo lwa buli muntu, so si lutalo lwa kitongole kyaffe kyokka, si lutalo lwa gavumenti, naye buli munnayuganda yenyigire mu lutalo olw'okulwanyisa enguzi. Era abantu baffe basaasaanye nnyo mu Uganda. Omulimu omulala gwe tukoze gubadde gwa kulondoola bitongole bya gavumenti projects za gavumenti ezikolebwa era tulambudde projects ezisukka mu 1,000 guno omwaka emyezi gire 12 tulambudde projects za gavumenti ezisukka mu 1,000 era nga bwe tusangayo ebizibu mubadde musoma mu mawulire abantu bakwatiddwa abantu bagobeddwa ku mirimu abantu bawumuziddwa olw'okubanga tebatuukiriza buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe okutwalira awamu era twanjulidde sipiika nga twagala batuwe ssente tumalirize ekizimbe kyaffe kubanga tukozesa ssente nnyingi nnyo mu kupangisa ekizimbe so nga ate tutadde ssente nnyingi nnyo gavumenti mu kuzimba ekizimbe ezibulayo kukimaliriza ze ntono bwe tutakimaliriza ze tutaddemu tezituyamba ate ne tugenda mu maaso nga tukyapangisa kale tusabye sipiika atwongere ku ssente batuwe ssente tumalirize ekizimbe ate tuve mu nkola yaffe eya analog oba bakiyita batya mu Luganda tudde mu nkola eya kalimagezi digital kalimagezi mu mirimu gyaffe ekyo nga tukyetaagisa obukadde bwa $10 okukola omulimu ogwo ndowooza z'ensonga zetwanjulidde eggwanga olunaku lwaleero involvement by the public in exposing corruption and in fighting corruption. And yes, definitely, we would like to take credit for making Ugandans get involved in the war against corruption. The amounts are very small actually, because most of the money is in salaries and operating costs, electricity, water, vehicles, but the actual funds that are allocated for operations, for real work, is very minimal. And that's what we are raising with the Speaker, that we really need to be facilitated. We have a structure, we have personnel, we have facilities, but the resource to do the investigative work is highly limited. And that's what we have been saying all the time, that we need. The more resources you put in, obviously, is the more you can recover. Two, the judicial system in Uganda also requires, the burden of proof is very high indeed. You must prove beyond reasonable doubt that the person committed an act. And I want to tell you that it is very, very difficult. But we call upon, we investigate what we receive from the public. We call upon the public to give us more information. I have told the public, you are the people out there who know how public servants live their lives or spend public money. So share with us that information. We have even told the people that there's a 5% allowance or motivation for whistleblowers on funds that have been recovered out of the action of whistleblowing. But I can tell you that very few people have come forward or to claim money, because we don't get enough evidence to get these people convicted in court. Njagala njibategeeze nti it is a partnership between ffe abayigga abali b'enguzi n'abantu abali eyo abamanya engeri gye bakozesaamu ssente. Kati omuntu bw'aba nga yatute ssente n'azijja mu kitongole kya gavumenti n'agenda n'azimba moolo ku kaalo ke waffe e Bulongo Kooki oba Karamojja, nze siina bwe mmanya okuggyako nga muliraanwa we oba muganda we oba omuntu akimanyi yazze n'ambuulira. So lifestyle audit tukize tukinnyonnyola is a partnership between ffe abalina authority n'abantu aba bulijjo abalina information. Bwe tutakolera wamu lifestyle audit ekaluba. N'olwekyo tukubiriza abantu batuleetere ki? Batuleetere information. Ekyokubiri kye wabuuzizza wagambye nti ki? Sandibayise babaavu naye nga wabeerawo abantu abaagala definitely abalemesa abaagala okulemesa mu ngeri emu oba endala, naddala abatiisa abakozi baabwe mu bitongole gye tugenda okuwa information. Kwegamba wayinza okubeerawo ki obuzibu kati bw'ogenda mu kitongole okunoonyereza oyinza okusangayo obuzibu okufunira ddala information gy'okola ki gye weetaaga. So mu mbeera efaana bw'etyo tufuna obuzibu.
Thank you very much. Colleagues, the Right Honorable Speaker guided very well that I should allow the IGG to do the Lord's work. So for every second,
the lifestyle audit is supposed to be a partnership between us who have instruments of authority and the general public who have information. The general public have to share that information with us, and for us we shall use our instrument of authority to follow up. And I gave an example. If somebody steals money from Kampala and maybe constructs a mall in Karamojja or in my village in Kooki, it's very difficult for me to know what he has done in Karamojja. But the neighbor or the relative or somebody who has information will bring it to me, and I'll use my instruments of authority to apprehend that person. So I need people to understand that the lifestyle audit will work very well indeed, if people understand the partnership between us who seek information and the public who have such information. But yes, we are trying to implement it through verification of declared assets, because all public servants have to declare their assets, income and liability to the Inspectorate of Government. And the Constitution or the law requires that when they declare, we verify. Under declaration is what? Is a breach. Under declaration, non-declaration, all those are breaches that can be followed up in the lifestyle audit campaign. But we are also terribly under-resourced. As I was explaining to the Speaker, there are 380,000 public servants. 380,000 public servants. And we are supposed to follow up each of those public servants. They are supposed to declare to the Inspectorate of Government, and we are supposed to verify. But the resources that are appropriated for this function are extremely they are very, very small compared to the load that we have to do. But lifestyle audit is still a good strategy that we need to build up.
Kamya Namisango, my father's daughter. I'm the Deputy IGG Patricia Okia Adoti, the Chairperson of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs where IGG falls, the Clerk to Parliament, the Fourth Estate. You're all most welcome to Parliament of Uganda. Karibuni sana. We want to welcome you to Parliament. It is a routine that you always have to bring or submitting your reports. It's a constitutional obligation, and since it's a constitutional obligation, we want to thank you so much for really doing that, because as of yesterday we had somebody complaining on the floor that some of these institutions don't submit in their reports, but IGG has been very consistent. We want to thank IGG for that. And we want to thank you for the good work you're doing. We do appreciate the work that you're doing for this country. And it is you and us to bring change in this country. And we want to thank you for the work you're doing, and we will always give you our unwavering support as Parliament towards that. I also want to ask the Chair Legal that when IGG comes to knock on your door, I want you to accord them the highest support that they will always need, because they do a great job, which we do appreciate as a country, and we as Parliament, we know what you're doing, and the country knows what you're doing. We want to thank you. On that note, therefore, I hand it over to the IGG to hand over the report that they have brought.
We have two sets of reports, Madam Speaker. One, July, December 2023, and the other one is January to June. And we are also joined by Mrs. Anne Henry. Oh, this one we give them the clerk to Parliament.
Appropriation for you to be able to get what can enable you to do the work that you're supposed to do. And lastly, I know you're creating awareness to the public about corruption, about misuse of government funds and that kind of thing. I want you to really increase on that awareness outside there. Create a lot of awareness. Create friendship with these people. When you create friendship with these people, they will be able to tell you so and so, Patricia took this. and that's why that will be a starting point. So when you go on the radios, I was in Eastern Uganda and I heard Patricia speaking on the radio, and I said, hey, so this is what now has happened. I was very impressed. I was very, very impressed. And you'd find people saying, now don't joke with IGG. Anything you take, they will come for you. So when you create awareness, it will reduce somehow some kind of corruption that is outside there. I want to thank you once more for coming over. All of you for coming over. Now today you are all three here. The whole inspectorate is here. We want to thank you. We don't want to take a lot of your time. You never know by the time you leave here, in between, another person will have stolen a lot somewhere. We want to thank you for coming. And always, this is your home. Parliament is your home. Where you need support, we are here. We are here. I have told you the only thing Parliament cannot change is change a woman into a man. But we can do everything. We can do everything, and we just want you to work with us. We support each other. We are one. We belong to one government. We belong to one government, and we will always support you unconditionally. Parliament is your home. Where you need support, we are here. We are here. I have told you the only thing Parliament cannot change is change a woman into a man. But we can do everything. We can do everything, and we just want you to work with us. We support each other. We are one. We belong to one government. We belong to one government, and we will always support you unconditionally.